Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. It is class 11 subject economics. Today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic and the topic is also related to the general knowledge, that is the industrial licensing in India. Yes, dear students, in our constitution many laws are enlisted for different sectors and for different walks of life. As far as our industrial sector is concerned, the laws for the same sector are enlisted in our constitution. However, there are certain major objectives of these laws, like the major objectives of the laws are like to accelerate the rate of economic development and to speed up industrialization and to develop, or we can say that to reduce inequalities in income and wealth, and to prevent private monopolies and concentration of powers in the hands of a smaller number of individuals. And the next objective of the industrial licensing is to offer opportunities to all for employment in the services of the community and to increase the production in the country. Yes, dear students, these are the some basic objectives of industrial licensing. Dear students, in India, industrial licenses are regulated by Industrial Development Regulation Act and are approved by Secretariat of Industrial Assistance on the recommendations of the licensing committee. Dear students, since the liberalization and deregulation of the Indian economy in India 1991, most industries have been exempted from obtaining an industrial license to start manufacturing in India. Government attention is reserved only for those industries that may impact public health, safety, and national security. Yes, dear students, the provisions of the Act, that is 1915-1 Act, the provisions of the Act restricted a licensed industry undertaking from manufacturing a new article unless the license has been renewed or new license have been obtained to include the new article. There is a list of industries in India that require licensing for manufacturing in India. These industries include industries that produce or that manufacture alcohol. Industries like this require industrial licensing, and industries which are manufacturing cigarettes and tobacco related objects also need to be licensing. Apart from this, Electronics and aerospace and defense equipment is also require licensing, and industrial explosive including detonating fuses, safety fuses, gunpowder, and nitrocellulose and matches also need licensing. And apart from these, hazardous chemicals including atoms that are hazardous for this human life and human safety also requires licensing for the establishment of industries. These industries are under compulsory licensing mainly because of environmental safety and strategic considerations. Compulsory licensing is regulated by Ministry of Industrial Development. Now, dear students, as far as the location of the industry is concerned, under this provision, industry is located within 25 kilometers of the city having a population of at least 1 million must obtain an industrial license from the federal government. Yes, dear students, these are some rules and regulations regarding the industrial licensing. However, dear students, large industries are now permitted to manufacture atoms and are exempted from obtaining the licenses. And industries like which manufacture bread, pickles, mustard oil, steel related products, and stainless steel and aluminum utensils, these industries now not usually require any license. This was actually the brief introduction about what is the main objective of licensing of industrial sector in India. And there are actually many laws and many committees and many resolutions were passed from date to date that we will discuss in separate lectures. So it was all about today's topic. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.